To create a new reality, we have to be able to engage with reality in a new way. So, if you are new to my page, my name is Brittany. I talk about all things quantum consciousness, multidimensional education, and soul development for those that desire to create a life in alignment with their soul and their divine blueprint. And so, welcoming you if you are new to this space, and I felt that it would be a perfect and prime opportunity to talk about the energies that are currently impacting us all. What was important to share around this is that if you are not aware, we are currently in the energetic reset. So, despite what many believe, our traditional calendar is actually not in alignment with the cycles and the algorithms and the circadian rhythms of our being. And so, what many individuals are currently experiencing is this call to go inward. And since this is the energetic new year, you might be feeling the pull to reevaluate your life right now. And it almost feels like maybe a hint of not knowing the direction you're going, but also experiencing, seeing, and witnessing in your reality things that maybe aren't inspiring you anymore. Or you might be experiencing various things that you are feeling like it's time to let them go, whether it's patterns, whether it's relationships, whether it is any of the things that might be popping up in your reality right now. And what this is the invitation into is clearing it out and allowing what's meant to release out of our experience, and also reigniting and reevaluating the direction that we are guided to go in, where we feel inspired to move. And so I know even for me personally, over the last week and a half, it has been a call to go inward and a call to sit and really evaluate what is no longer necessary or required. What are the identity shifts? What are the dynamics in reality that are ready to be released? Because they cannot come with us into this next phase. It's all normal. It's all part of the process. And you are not off your path. It's just calling us deeper and to see the parts of our life that are ready to be transformed into something new. And so, like I mentioned when I started this, is we cannot engage with reality in an old state or way of being to change it. And I know, even on a personal note, I have been called to even do a whole energetic revamping of myself, an entire restructuring of reality just in energetics and how I am choosing and desiring to move forward in my experience. And so, with all of that being shared, if you're feeling that call, what is your ultimate desire really pulling you forward? It's time to reevaluate some of those pieces. You might even be feeling like this call to disconnect from social media as much, or this disconnect from relationships just for a temporary time being as we reevaluate who we are and what we are becoming, and the invitation of the frequency and consciousness expansion that we're being invited to step into. And we can't experience the freedom of creating a new reality if we're holding on to old identities, obligations, patterns of behavior, ways of acting and behaving in the world. And so you may be in a period of not taking in as much information, or not being as socially engaged as you typically would be. And it's that deep inward pull that's inviting you to come in so you can determine what is important to you. What is the areas in life that you want to grow in and expand in? What are the areas that are no longer required? We're in a huge closing out cycle. And so there's many things that cannot come with us into this next phase of our journey. And so I felt called to speak to that because I am aware that many of us are moving through that experience right now. And I just want to acknowledge that it is valid. It is a beautiful gift when we are able to follow the natural rhythms, following the natural cycles of nature, of ourselves, of our connection to it all. So, with all of that, I thought it would be a perfect opportunity since this is feeling like a huge energetic reset in our realities right now, and to take the opportunity to tap in and release everything that is no longer required and allowing ourselves to energetically reset to our true north, our inner compass, as we are in this beautiful phase of one chapter closing and another chapter beginning. And so, if you are in a place and space where you can tune in, this is a frequency, this is your capacity to tune into the harmonic resonance, to tap into the quantum realm. If you are not in a space that you can do that, I'm just going to invite you to come back and listen to this when you are. So you can really get the most out of this experience by allowing yourself to tune in. And is there anything else here? Nope, I'm feeling good with that. And so, what I am going to do in this beautiful transmission is drop us in. So, if you give me just a minute, I'm going to turn on the music and make sure that I am sharing. All right. Beautiful. All right. So if you are in a comfortable place, space, and time, I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes as we begin to tune in. And we're going to just let all of the air out of our lungs. And as we take a deep breath, we're going to take it in through the nose, breathing in. Taking the breath as deep as you can go. Allowing the mind and the heart to come into resonance. And holding at the top if you can. And when you're ready, just releasing with a big sigh. Releasing everything out through the mouth. And with this next breath, coming into more coherence between the mind and the heart, soul and the being, and your unified expression as we take another deep breath in through the nose. Taking it as deep as you can go. And holding at the top. And when you're ready, just releasing. Just releasing anything that you may have picked up that doesn't belong to you. And as we take this next deep, coherent, synergizing breath, connecting the mind and the heart, bringing ourselves to this present moment, as we take a deep breath in through the nose, taking it as deep as you can go, holding at the top if you can, and with this breath, just releasing out through the mouth, allowing yourself to feel more connected to this time, to this place, to this space and this reality. And just allowing all aspects of your being to be fully present through all dimensions, through all realities, allowing all of your light to return to your body, allowing your essence to infuse every cell, every molecule, and every atom. And as you continue to breathe in a pace that is most aligned for you, I'm just going to ask and communicate with the body right now. As you're tuned in, tapped into this frequency, we're just going to ask to bring the chakra system fully online. You may see, sense, or feel this happening, or you might not feel anything, and it's all okay. Asking the chakra system to fully open and expand in the front and in the back. seeing, sensing, or feeling your central column open, 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 and expand. Beautiful. And we're now going to ask that the circuitry system, the meridian points, come fully online. All light pathways, activations, any secondary chakras, allowing the brain, the circuitry, to harmonize and synergize in the neural pathways. And if there's anything sitting within the mental, within the mind, within the brain, that is preventing you from being fully present, we're just going to, with your breath, allow it all to dissolve, handing it all up. Allowing all the excess energy of the thought patterns, the pathways, the synapses, the circuitry, just allowing it, and all excess energy, frequency, anything you may have picked up that doesn't belong to you, we're going to just hand it all up to God, Source Creator. Beautiful. Allowing this space to be fully infused, encoded, safe and protected with the source frequency, your I am presence, the Elohim, the dragons, the elements that are going to be most supportive to your physical, to your mental, to your emotional, and to your spiritual being. And just continuing to breathe, remaining connected. And if you find that at any moment you feel like you want to step out, just reconnecting through your breath, not with force, with just surrender. Beautiful. So now that this space is fully encoded, safe and secure, knowing we are held within this beautiful grid, as we allow our awareness to connect to our feet, as we connect more deeply, rooting ourselves deeply into the earth. Beautiful. You may feel yourself like a magnet connecting to the earth grids. And I'm going to ask while we're in this space that if there's any old world grids that we are connected to, we're going to ask for all those to be disconnected now, cleansing, clearing, and purifying. Any old world structures, fully dismantling, deconstructing, and dissolving. Beautiful. Anything within the higher realms that we are connected to that is not serving our I am presence, our current path and trajectory forward, our sacred heart, our soul's truth, we're going to allow that all to be released. Releasing anything that is not our truth, your truth, any frequencies, any densities that is not yours, allowing it all to be disconnected. And allowing yourself to be reconnected to the light grids, the crystalline grids, the new earth grids and consciousness pathways. Allowing yourself to plug back in. Beautiful. And just continuing to breathe. And just allowing your physical matter to soften. Allowing for more of your light to return to your physical body. Allowing more of your own consciousness. Beautiful. We're also going to extend, as we now were connected in the below, deep within the earth, also making our reconnection to the source frequency, reconnecting in the above and the below, knowing that you are eternally held in creation, knowing that you are supported, and anything that is not in alignment with that truth, we're going to allow it to dissipate out of the field, fully dissolve and deconstruct all grid systems, all paradigms, all structures, cleansing, clearing, and purifying all of this. Purifying our connection to the eternal creator, allowing for any reconnections that are needed, required, that are going to serve and support you on this next phase of the journey, allowing for those reconnections. Also seeing, sensing, witnessing the light grids and connections in the above, the within, and the below. And asking for the torus field to come fully online. This beautiful magnetic, energetic torus field that runs through the center of our being. It circulates energy, also asking the torus field for full upgrades in coherence to our connection, to our truth, to our source, to our soul, allowing our being through all bodies to fully balance, harmonize, and synergize, allowing our electromagnetic field to be fully enhanced, harmonized. And if there's any frequencies, structures, implants that are ready to be released, locating all of that within the field right now. No need for you to mentally find it. Just by mentioning, by conscious awareness, and through conscious choice, just handing it up to God, Source Creator. Beautiful. Also, if there has been any suppression blocks over your being inside your physical matter, through the center of your channel, just seeing, sensing, feeling, noticing the energy if there's any of these suppression blocks within your being. I'm going to just speak to this right now and fully dismantling, deconstructing, and dissolving, and cleansing, clearing, and purifying anything that may have kept this in place. Beautiful. You may be feeling a flood of energy running through the central of your channel now, through your connection, connecting you in the above and the below as you are a generative force, a torus field, a radiating frequency, a radiant being of light. If there's also any aspect of your being where your light is now ready to merge with physical matter, we are going to ask for your light body to come more and more into your being. Speaking to the physical vessel, allowing the physical matter to align, to hold more of your light, more of your soul in physical form. And if there's any alignments within the being, within the brain, within the neural pathways, within the light pathways, allowing the light, plasma, and organic body to realign, harmonize, and synergize. Beautiful. And just allowing yourself to surrender even further, even deeper. And just taking some nice deep breaths. As we start to cleanse, clear, and purify anything within the physical matter that does not belong to you. We have a tendency to take on different things for different reasons, to support others. That is no longer necessary and required. And through conscious choice, if there's anywhere that you've been holding others' frequencies, energies, emotions, we're going to cleanse, clear, and purify all of that. Anything that has sat within the DNA structures, cleansing, clearing, and purifying all of this. If there's anything that is sitting within the cellular and molecular structures, the atomic structures of the body that has not yours, that is not in resonance to your truth, we're going to allow that to all be released, cleansing, clearing, and purifying from the field. Also, locating any alternate timelines, any implanted timelines, as well as false timelines, locating all of that. And we're going to fully dismantle, deconstruct, and dissolve, departicleizing anything that is not in resonance to your truth as a sovereign being, allowing all of this to dematerialize from your reality and closing any portals, closing any interdimensional access points that are not serving your soul expression. We're going to locate all of that and turning it down, 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 and off. Beautiful. Fully dismantling, deconstructing, dissolving. If there's any versions of self that are in alternate realities, locating all of that. We're going to turn those timelines, those access points, those connections down, 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 and off. Beautiful, fully collapsing, dematerializing, deconstructing, dissolving. Beautiful. And now we are going to we're going to look at any roles, obligations, any attachments that are not serving your soul's evolution and expansion. We're going to see, sense, we're going to witness all of it, giving thanks for the lessons that have been attached to these roles, these identities, to these dynamics. They are no longer necessary and required, and we're going to turn them down, 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 and off. Dismantling, deconstructing, fully dissolving, departicleizing, as we give it all up to God, Source Creator. Beautiful. And through all layers of our being, through all dimensions, through all realities, through all space, time, continuum, releasing all that is not serving, pulling out any attachments, cords, or hooks within the energy field, any implants, locating all of them, gathering them all up, and giving them to God, Source Creator, handing them all up. Allowing for anything that is not you to be pulled out of your field. Stripping down to nothing but your truth. Nothing but your knowing and remembrance as an internal and infinite being. So allowing all of the human constructs of reality to just dissolve out of your field. And if there's any fear around releasing any of it, just taking notice if there is any attachments that you have to any roles, identities, obligations, to the human experience. Just seeing with compassion. And knowing that you can always come back to all of this, but for now, you being in your frequency, in your soul connection, is the strongest connection that you will have right now. So if there's any attachments that are ready to be released, we're going to cleanse, clear, and purify, pulling them out of the field. Beautiful. When we are able to release the attachments that we hold, we release the limitations that these have created. And that allows us to step into a higher expression of self, a higher octave of being. Beautiful. And as we just take a breath, and I want you to just take notice of how your energy field feels right now. You notice that your energy field has expanded out even further. Beautiful. Do you notice the reach that you now have, the bandwidth extension, the capacity to touch more? You are a beautiful, magnificent being that has the ability to touch everything. But just allowing yourself to open and expand. And if the body is having a little bit of trouble opening and expanding, just noticing, witnessing. And if you want to, with an intentional breath into the spaces that are tightening and restricting, you're just going to take a deep breath in, gathering all that up. Allowing this release for more spaciousness within the physical body, your vessel. And just releasing through your breath anything that has been holding it tight. As we fully dismantle any boxes, cages, anything that we have created in our reality that is no longer serving, that is not serving our highest expression, that has been created through us and also created for us. So dismantling, deconstructing, and dissolving all of that. And just breathing. Allowing your body to expand, your energy field to expand even more, your consciousness and your awareness to expand. Beautiful. Fully expanded. Now you should be feeling a level of spaciousness, a level of openness, a level of peace. No longer needing to be held in unneeded stories of obligation, of force, of push and pull. We're going to cleanse, clear, and purify all of that throughout all layers of our being, through all dimensions and realities, cleansing, clearing, and purifying all of that. Now, as we are in this beautiful space where we should be feeling more clear, where our brain should be in more coherence, where our chakra system should be in more alignment, allowing for a reharmonizing of our being. through all layers, through all connection points, in the above, the below, the inner, and the outer, through all directions. Beautiful. We should be feeling like we're in a space or a level of nothingness, like we've met the internal void, this emptiness, this spaciousness, knowing that there's nothing wrong with this space, to be truly you, to be truly at peace, to be eternally held. Beautiful. And in this space, I'm going to pose a question on what is it that you truly desire to create moving forward? What do you vision? Maybe you feel it. Maybe you see it. Maybe you sense it, allowing this reality to open, allowing it to expand within as well as in your vision capacity. Knowing that this is your guide, this divine inspiration, this divine spark that lives within you. Just allowing it to come more into focus on how you desire to experience your reality. And just taking a breath as we have cleared away more space, we allow for more of our desires, more of our passion to be restored, more of our life force energy to be restored to our being. And we're going to ask, as this vision is enhanced even further, just taking notice of the feeling, the emotions, the vision. Maybe it's an experience of peace, vitality, life, asking for life to be enhanced through all layers of your being. This generative life force, as it circulates through your torus field, through all particles, molecules, and atoms of your being, in the above and the below, the within and the without, through all layers. Beautiful. As you allow this reality to fully expand through your field, as you are now able to hold more of it. Seeing, sensing, or feeling, being fully encompassed by this experience, allowing your cells, physical matter, brain waves to harmonize, synergize, balance, magnetize to this experience. Beautiful. Allowing it to dance through every cell, through every molecule, through every atom of your being, reharmonizing, revitalizing, rejuvenating every cell, physical matter, reharmonizing your internal system, your organs, your heart, your tissues, your blood, allowing this to reharmonize your being, aligning. Beautiful. Allowing for the chakra systems, the meridian points, the neural pathways, the brain waves to all balance, harmonize, and synergize, realign and rewire. Beautiful. We're gonna look into the higher realms. We're going to just take notice, like we're in the night sky, and where we are looking at our North Star. Just taking notice in your consciousness, in your vision, in your sight, reconnecting with this true north. This is your soul guiding you to this very experience and asking the pathways to this desired creation to be opened up. And any time that you feel lost or confused by your human experience and reality, all you have to do is look at the star, allowing for this reconnection, the pathways, the direction to be provided. And I also want to activate the inner compass. You may notice it showing up in a specific area, a specific chakra, a specific place within your being. Just taking notice of where that is for you. There is no right or wrong, but it is your connection. It's your remembrance that if at any time you are feeling like you don't know your direction, you have it within you. And all of the maps and the creation pathways and the connections to your true north, this beautiful star, is always available to you. And so just allowing that inner compass to fully align with your true north. Beautiful. Allowing for the comfort, the ease, the gentleness of this experience. And just knowing that the pathway forward is created through you. You hold the compass within you. Beautiful. So reestablishing your trust within yourself, your trust within this process, this path, this evolution, this expansion, this invitation into your highest expression. And so we're going to just take a few moments and we're just going to invite this beautiful star to come into our being. We're going to hold it in our higher heart. This is where our purpose sits. This is where our truth sits. So we're going to allow this beautiful star to be reestablished. And if any time we need that reconnection, we can always find the star within and without. And sometimes to our human experience, we require to see the physical reality that mirrors and matches all of that. And so all we have to do is look at the sky. Beautiful. And so just taking a breath in acknowledgement as I ask for a full realignment of the physical being, as we ask for all circuitry systems to fully realign, harmonize, balance, as we allow all circuitry systems, realignment of consciousness and pathway to be reestablished and stabilized through the being. Beautiful. Allowing all light, plasma, and organic bodies to fully harmonize, synergize in the above and the below and the within and the without. As we take 3 intentional breaths to lock this all in, to reestablish this within our being. Taking a deep breath in. And when you're ready, release. allowing for the solidification, the titration, the integration through every fiber of your physical matter. Beautiful. As we take another deep breath in, breathing into the heart, allowing the torus field to reharmonize to this state of consciousness, this state of being. And with this next breath, we're going to fully anchor it through our entire central channel all the way down to the earth. We're going to anchor this as our experience, as our reality, taking a deep breath in. And when you're ready, release. Beautiful, beautiful. So you may be feeling a little tired, a little relaxed and calm, and that was the goal here. But when you're ready, and you can come back to this place, just inviting you to wiggle your fingers and toes, come fully back, and when you feel ready to open your eyes. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I just want to thank you for joining me in that experience, and know that you can always come back to it at any time when you need to rebalance, reset. This is a potent and powerful time for all of that, as we are going through this big transformation. And so for those of you that enjoyed this experience, I take it even deeper on a more personal and individual level through one-on-ones, mentorship opportunities, as well as other events and facilitations. So if you are feeling called or inspired to step into a deeper transformation where you can experience freedom and connection with your being, with your soul, with your truth, then I just invite you to check out my Linktree. I also invite you to go ahead and reach out if you have any questions. And yeah, so tomorrow is a big day. We have the 12/12, and so I hope you have a beautiful 12/12. And I'm excited to hear and see what's going to unfold for us next. And I would also love to hear how this transmission went for you. So if you could share how it was in the comments, I would love to hear it. And with all of that, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful souls, I am sending you so much love.